I was mad at Osimhen. This is
as it's congregated.
Hear me and hear me well.
We are back. Welcome back to the channel, football fans. It's Yimzy here, and this is Kaigo. Kaigo, don't take.
I swear.
How they be?
They're alright, Jerry. They're alright. They do good. I mean, congratulations to the Super Eagles. At least we're making it to the playoff.
That's great. That's great. Like Tuesday, the nerves kicked in, and we went through to the playoffs. Not how we wanted to go through to the World Cup, but we're not there yet. But we went through to the playoff. Victor Osimhen turned up. The last turned up. Like these players, they gave 150% against Benin Republic, and we got a beautiful result. Your thoughts on the game?
That was one of the most breathtaking games I've seen from the Super Eagles of Nigeria. See, most people out there saw that before that game, we were struggling to score a lot of goals.
Yeah.
It's been a while Nigeria scored 4 goals in a single game.
A very long time.
So because of that, a lot of people saw the start and they knew that this team were struggling to score. So they wrote us out. We knew that before that game, we needed at least 4 goals to enable us qualify to the playoff positions. We didn't have the Burkina Faso had played before us. Too bad of Burkina Faso. They had a wonderful qualifying campaign. But then again, this is Nigeria, and for a team like Eritrea to pull out of the qualifiers, this was actually why we could qualify for the make it to the playoff. If not, ideally, we're not in position at all. So today came Osimhen turned up, hat-trick, best Nigerian attacker in the 21st century. Nobody compares to that man. Nobody, no single person.
Not just the best attacking striker
best player
in the world. If you're going to list 5 strikers in the world right now, Osimhen makes that list.
5 is a stretch.
5 is wide enough.
Because when we say 5, we're talking about Haaland, Lewandowski, Osimhen, Kane, Mbappe. Exactly. That list, elite, top of the top, creme de la creme. Osimhen should be appreciated by Nigerians. This guy does so much for us. Osimhen is not playing. We are not scoring goals. We are struggling. 10 games in the qualifiers. Osimhen played 5. In the 5, one of the games he played less than 30 minutes. He gave us 6 goals and 1 or 2 assists. This is what your top player gives you, and if he's not there, you do not do anything. I beg, respect that man. Appreciate him today.
And he took the ball home. Massive performance from that guy. See, Victor Osimhen carries the Super Eagles on his head. See, after that result, Burkina Faso and the rest of Africa were crying that the Super Eagles didn't deserve to make it through. After just deducting 2 points, whereas other teams got deducted more than 2 points from the point they picked from the bottom place teams like Burkina Faso. They finished their group just below Egypt with 21 points, and they happen to finish behind the Super Eagles who topped their own group who finished second in their group with 17 points. 17 points, right? 17 points. So, and they've been bashing CAF. This rule was made when Eritrea withdrew, and everybody saw it. No one kicked against it until it favored Nigeria. And over the years, back in 2026, when the Super Eagles, let me even go as far back as 2006. World Cup qualifier, and we finished on the same points with Angola. With more goals. 14 goals ahead of Angola. That was by far superior goal defense.
That was the day CAF introduced head-to-head. If I do head-to-head, instead of goal scored in the goal advantage. And it was to our detriment, and we lost that. We didn't qualify for that tournament because of that. Yeah. Because of that. And in the AFCON qualifier, Chad withdrew from 2016, I remember. And we lost all the points. We finished second. But our bunch was not enough to make us qualify as one of the second place teams. Yeah. We did not shout. We did not scream. It is a victim mentality some of these teams have. I mean, seeing reports, even some journalists in some parts of the world, part of the continent, even from West Africa here. Yeah. I've been saying a lot of things, but I just not
Let me be specific. Ghanaians, they qualify for the World Cup. What is their business with Nigeria?
It is jealousy. But they are brothers, by you will let it pass. But there's this Amora Ampo for this Ghanaian journalist. He's been crying for the past couple of days. It's not your concern. This rule has been there. When Eritrea withdrew, CAF let it know that this rule is going to apply to all of the things in this group. Yeah, that was what happened. It is not our fault that Eritrea pulled out. Yeah, Nigeria had gotten 6 points from Zimbabwe. Yeah. Let's say we ended with something, but we ended our second. They're still going to remove this point.
See,
Who will see the head of this guy? So it's not our fault.
Who would have ever thought that the Super Eagles will even struggle in this group? You're saying we were deducted points from Zimbabwe. See, if we had won that games, we would be having this conversation. Another team would have benefited.
We wouldn't be having this conversation to be.
Cameroon benefited from this. They're in the top 4 of the best second place teams. Nobody's talking about Cameroon. But it's because it's Nigeria. Trying to be the victim.
Gabon didn't even have to cry. The thing I felt bad for was for Uganda. Uganda had a good tournament. They played very well, qualifiers. They played very well. At some point, they were even leading Algeria. Only for the game to turn around and the Algeria equalized and scored the 9-minute winner against them. This is the thing that I was supposed to shout. You have one good campaign out of family. This but Burkina Faso, some of their retiring players. I say, that is, if you take the matter to court, that she's retiring now. I beg, please, just unsheath your sword.
Let's move forward into the playoffs now. The Super Eagles will have to play Gabon and the winner of Cameroon versus DR Congo. What are our chances? Do you think we stand a chance? Can we beat the present Cameroon? Cameroon have suffered in our house lately, but can we beat the present? We recently beat them now. What is it about? Can we beat? We recently beat them.
If you look at our history with Cameroon, we beat them anywhere except Nations Cup finals. We've lost 2 Nations Cup finals. I beat 3 Nations Cup finals. I think to Cameroon. In other places, we used to deal with these guys. We just unfortunate against them losing Nations Cup finals to Cameroon. But in everything else, everywhere else, we whitewashed them. My biggest fear is Congo. The Congolese team is rising. See, I like them. I mean, for a very long time on the continent, they were not really representing. Some of their best players were playing for France and Belgium and the rest of these places. But right now, they're coming back to their national teams. And it is a thing that when you look at your ancestral countries where you actually come from, even though you are naturalized somewhere else, if you come back to play for them, it's a team of pride. This will hold you in high esteem. I like that some of these Congolese guys are coming back to play now. I mean, Bakam is almost
Wan-Bissaka
going. Wan-Bissaka is back in the side now. There are a lot of exciting players in the Wisa. Somebody has been injured, but hopefully he's not going to be back against us. They have a very good team, a very, very good team, the Congolese side. I fear them. I'll be playing Cameroon defeat Congo because in the final we play them. Onana, who do to Onana? He's in goal now. Osima dropped like 5 on Onana's head. To be very honest, my biggest chance to be the Congolese. They're a very solid team. They had an exciting tournament. One game that actually fell bad was the game against Senegal at home. They were leading 2-0. In Congo, Senegal turned back. Won that game 3-2. I liked the sportsmanship exchange. They clapped for them. They like the fact that Senegal turned them, and I like the way how receptive they were to Diop. Diop was in the stadium clapping, and really exciting, great camaraderie there. But I think that Congo are a very tough opponent to play. I'm not taking anything away from Gabon. Gabon are exciting side. They have one of the best qualifying teams. If they were in another group, they probably would have qualified automatically, like in a Nigerian group. They have a Bouanga who's having a good MLS season. Last year, played well. This season, playing very well. Aubameyang at the twilight of his career, I know he's going to give his all to want to make it to this tournament. You understand? Mara Lemina, great player. They have a really good team. I like the the Gabonese side. They play a 4-3-3 where the wingers are very active, and the midfielders cover distance. They are always marking, always showing, always turning up. But I feel like we are a lot more experienced, and we might take it. But then again, we should be wary of Aubameyang. Aubameyang is a seasoned striker. Aubameyang, if he had not nationalized early for Gabon, he probably would have been a World Cup winner for France. Very, very good player. So I think this is why he goes, knowing that this game is going to be a tough game. The Gabonese side are going to be quite nervous, more nervous than we are. We are more experienced. We can calm down and defeat them. Gabon, good team, but of course we are a better team. Definitely a better team. So I think the Gabon, not to say they are a walkover, we have a high chance of defeating Gabon, and I pray we do not meet Congo in the finals of the final play, because I think looking at the entire playoff from the continent and the international stage, it is on the African continent that the bigger games are. The international stage, you have the New Caledonia, Bolivia, and the rest of them. Now, this one, they do not measure up.
This playoff tournament is actually more difficult than maybe the last game we're going to get in the intercontinental playoffs. For me, I feel the Super Eagles team have woken up. There's been a massive reality check, and you see the way they play from defense to midfield, even though there's still work to be done in that midfield. You see, Chukwueze, he woke up that day, and this is the Chukwueze we knew. Like,
I'm not even going to lie to you. I am not the biggest fan of Samuel Chukwueze.
Yeah.
I know he's talented.
Yeah.
I feel like he should have gotten a lot more better than the way he is right now.
Yeah.
And has not gone to that level yet. So that it pisses me off. You understand? And the move to England is a very good one. I think week in, week out, we'll get to see him and watch him and analyze him. And he's under a manager like Marco Silva who can improve players. We saw he will be improved drastically under Marco Silva. I hope same happens to Samuel Chukwueze too. But at Ajax struggled, drop in confidence, come back to England under Marco Silva, got better. Hopefully, Chukwueze, becomes that player. In the Super Eagles, he plays well, but then again, his decision making used to be very, very abysmal. But he's actually improved on that. He started the last game, was very, pivotal. He gave 2 assists, Sam Moses, 2 assists. Our wingers providing assists. Yeah. This is what we want. Play for your big man. Don't try to take. Yes, you dribble past 1, 2, 3 persons. Lay the ball for the finisher to finish it. You do not have to take the goal. You understand? At the end of the day, everybody goes home happy. That's exactly how things are going to work. So I'm really happy that game turned out like that. Really, really happy the game turned out like that. Like I mentioned, I think the African qualifier is going to be much more tougher than intercontinental one. Not take anything away from the Iraqs and the rest of them.
Yeah.
But I look at the African qualifier, this is where the battle is going to be fought. And I think it's a very good preparation for us for the next year, for December's Nations Cup as well. And the Nations Cup is in December. The game is in November.
Yeah.
So we are playing, different countries from the francophone. Communities they play.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is the kind of problems I want the Super Eagles to have. In November, we've cancelled our friendly games.
Venezuela and the rest of them.
See, we can send a home-based Eagles. Have this guy. These under 20 guys, have they left South America? They should have stayed there so that they'll play the friendly game for us.
They should stay there 1 month.
They stayed there 1 month, but unfortunately, they should have returned back to their place. They should have stayed there and played the friendly games for us. This is the kind of problem. See, I actually wasn't happy when those friendly games was said, because we have AFCON ahead. And you play friendly games against South American teams. It doesn't make sense. Play friendlies against teams that already qualified.
Play North American team and play. North African team and play. South African team. So that we can prepare ourselves for this tournament.
Play Senegal. Senegal will be more than happy to play friendly.
A lot more happy.
We can play a double friendly.
Test ourselves with your favorites, the Moroccos and Senegals and the top sides.
Yeah.
All because you don't consider any single goals in the qualifier. Play against them. Show your strength against these teams. That is how you know if you can compete against the big boys. But you are playing against Venezuela for what? We have not even gone for the World Cup. They are playing an international friendly match. But anyways, I think this, like you say, a wake-up call. I like the way you approach that game against Benin Republic. Not in my wildest dreams did I expect to score 4 goals that day. And even better than Osimhen had a hat-trick. I love that man. Oh my god.
I'm even happy he didn't mess it up in the second half, because I was really worried about the substitutions he would make in the second half. I'm happy he didn't bring in defenders. He did try to make 1 or 2 changes. Ajayi played the whole game, right? Ajayi played the whole game. I'm happy he has seen that Ekong has made lots of errors in the last 2-3 games, and personally have to be on the bench for now.
I mean, for Nigeria, there's always a thing for big teams out there. Sometimes you can be the captain and probably not see a lot of games to play. Stephen Keshi had the same team in '94. He was, was aged. He was a legend. He was big, but they knew his impact, his presence was going to help the side. They took him. He went to that World Cup, barely played any game. He was there. Joseph Yobo in the last international tournament too.
Yeah.
At the last World Cup, he barely played. He was coming in from the bench to play. Ekong can do the same thing. We probably are leading very well, and you want us to cement our victory. Bring him in.
Yeah.
Benjamin Frederick has proven that he can play that position. He's playing very well. Yeah. And it is time for us to actually look for a very solid right back and a good left back. We have them. We can get them. We can improve them.
Yeah.
It is not difficult for us at all. It is not. The Okoro that played for Nigeria, I know they did not have a great tournament, but Okoro is a very good player, a very, very good player. You can bring him in, improve that player. Sani Suleiman, the left winger, who's who plays in Austria, and Ajax and the other teams are linked to him right now. You can see this is the position where you can bring some of these guys into this team, so that it's going to be an excellent and developmental fit.
Yeah.
It's not when players are doing under 20 and we are going later. We are trying to look for international players who are going to come and nationalize for us.
It's not
we have
good.
to develop them, make them feel better.
It's not good.
So that Freddy going to the side. Nigeria was playing in the Brentford Stadium. Of course, he was in the Brentford B team. They brought him in to come and just play. He did well in training. But since then, he has been playing for us.
That's how it should be.
If you give a player an opportunity, he's going to shine. That's how things work. The Brazilians of this world do it. The Englands of this one, the France, everybody, they do it. Camavinga got his France debut at 16, 17-ish.
Yeah.
Hendrick at 16 for Brazil. You give these people opportunity if they've shown that they are ready and they can improve while playing for the team. Give them the chance. It will happen.
Yeah, I'm happy. Frederick has gotten his chance. Unfortunately, the coming games are games that we can't take like the serious games. Like every game from now henceforth is a final. The playoffs tournament, and the next thing we are going to the AFCON. The AFCON, every game is also a final. So unfortunately, if we'll be bringing new players in, it might be from March. Match for before the World Cup.
Then again, I mean, bringing new players in can be something different, can add spice and quality to the team. I was in primary school when I remember Nations Cup 2004. The first time I knew Usofo was in the Nations Cup. He came from the bench and scored 2 thunderbolt goals. I've never seen him before. No, I'm thinking about how new players can help him.
I watch Usofo in the age grade. Was he under 20, under 21 back then? I actually watched Usofo.
It was in that Nations Cup. You know, we got to see Odewingi score 2 goals against South Africa, 2 fine goals. Usofo 2 thunderbolt goals. It is, if you don't give players chances to play, you will not see the best out of them. Nations Cup 2000, Agawa got his after 1999 under 20 World Cup. Yeah. The next Nations Cup they took Agawa. He came and scored. He was scoring winning goals. You understand? From under 20 to national team. If you give players opportunities and they have quality, I am telling you they are going to season and they'll get better. That is how teams improve. It's not our fault when Victor Agali and Yakuba Ibn, who I really love, went to party and stuff like that. They send him out of the camp. The other players who were not good to even send him in got opportunity and they scored and they showed themselves.
Yeah.
Usofo got opportunity, played, scored. Odewingi got opportunity, played, scored. That is how you improve the team. Bring players. Felipe is in Barcelona playing excellently. Go check out Felipe. Good player. Very good winger, can play from like a good dribbler, excellent decision making. That is what we need for the Super Eagles now.
Eric Chill, you the higher scout.
They give you option. Go bring better players. We have really good players.
Yeah. We
have to start. There's who was in England just 2 years ago. He's in Austria playing very well too. A defender, central back. I think in 2 years he's going to be amazing as Super Eagles. That is what we should be doing. If you give this opportunity to play for the national side, then we get moved to bigger teams. It has always happened. Players play for the national team, get opportunity to play for bigger and better clubs, and he improves them. Yeah. If I've given Onyedika a better run, I'm telling you, Onyedika is going to play for a tougher team, for a better team. Onyedika is an exciting player. Yeah. So you should be leaving Club Brugge right now. And please start Onyedika. He's our best midfielder. I beg you, start him.
Well said, guys. You've heard it all from Kaigo. We're through to the playoffs. Thank you, Victor Osimhen. Super Eagles, you guys, you can't qualify for the World Cup. You need to qualify.
Please do it for Osimhen.
Yes.
Do it for Ademola Lookman.
Do it for yourself. See, in the next World Cup, the next World Cup after this one, you guys will, most of you would have
30 plus.
Would have hit 30 plus. And in your twilight of your career, so guys, if you watch up to this point, don't forget to like and subscribe. Show us some support and subscribe. Help us with 20,000 subscribers, and see you in the next one.
Adios.
Cheers.
Bye.